to a convention to do readings for a lot of people at once in person. You might damage your cards while you're there. You're going to hurt your hands shuffling them over and over again. But it's perfectly fine for you to do self-readings. If you were just going to read for yourself and no one else, I would recommend this. Just because you'll be able to protect it. You'll be able to use it when you need to and then put it away so it doesn't get damaged so often. You won't be shuffling all day long for multiple people, damaging it yourself, you know. So for that, I would give this one, for like the shuffle ability or the ability to read for a lot of people, this deck is going to be like a 3 out of 10. Okay. And then, but if you're just reading it for yourself because of how pretty it is and how true to DC Comics it is, and how true it is to the tarot meaning itself, there is no guidebook with this deck. That's another downside to it. So you've got 2 down points now. 1, it's hard to shuffle, and 2, there's no guidebook. You really have to go to the internet and look up other people who read tarot and who have interpreted and made their own guidebook for you to use. There are some free resources out there for that. There's also free resources that explain every card, because some people might not recognize the heroes. Like, I know that this is Miss Martian, you know, I know that this is the Flash, you know, I know that this is Robin being controlled by the Scarecrow. And some people might not pick up on that because they're not fans of DC Comics. So if you're reading for others, this one's going to be hard for you to use for your clients, for your clients to relate to it. If they don't know DC Comics that well, they're not going to relate to it. And if you don't have the guidebook and you're just doing it from what you know about the shows and from what you know about the shows and the comics, then you'd probably be okay. So if you're really a fan of DC Comics, you should get this one over this one and this one. You should get them both, always. But if you're not a fan of DC Comics and you do want to read for people who are fans, or if maybe you're somewhat of a fan, or you're just going to a convention and you want a deck that's going to appeal to people at conventions, comic conventions, anime conventions, you know, lots of people like DC Comics. This one would be easier and better for that. The cardstock is more of a plasticky cardstock, so it will last through multiple shuffles, and it will last